Today we have some juicy news about one of our favorite Duggar family members. Trust me, you won't want to miss this, so make sure you stay until the end. Let's dive into the latest news about Ginger Duggar, who recently gave us a rare and touching glimpse into her family life, especially her adorable daughters, Felicity Nicole and Evangeline Jo. In a recent interview with fans on May 22nd, Ginger, now 30, shared some wonderful details about her girls. "I really appreciate that you respect our wishes to keep their lives private and not show their faces," Ginger said. It is clear that she feels very strongly about this, especially at this time in her life. What a loving and protective mama bear, isn't she? Ginger is raising her daughters with her husband Jeremy Vuolo. Felicity, now 5, and Evangeline, 3, are growing up so fast. Ginger said that both girls are doing great and are developing as unique individuals. Felicity is so much fun. She has a strong personality, but she always makes us laugh. She's the life of the party, Ginger said with a big smile. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? And little Evie Jo? Well, she is described as super chill, the complete opposite of her big sister. Ginger said, "She likes to play with a few close friends and that's enough for her." It's amazing to see how different siblings can be, even when they're so young. This contrast between the two girls must make for some interesting and dynamic family moments. Ginger also expressed how much she is enjoying this season of motherhood, watching her daughters become so different in temperament. "It's great to see them become their own people," she added. As a mom, there is nothing better than watching your children develop their own unique traits and personalities. Those of you who have followed Ginger's journey know that she has always been very private about her children. This is probably due to her own childhood in the spotlight. Ginger made her reality TV debut at the age of 14 on the TLC series 17 Kids and Counting. The show later evolved into 18 Kids and Counting and then 19 Kids and Counting as the Duggar family continued to grow. Can you imagine what it's like to grow up on television? It must have been quite an experience, full of both excitement and challenges. But everything changed in 2015 when the show was canceled amid a scandal with her older brother Josh Duggar. After that, Ginger and several family members starred in the series Keeping Up with the Joneses from 2015 to 2020. This must have been a real challenge for her. Growing up in such a large and famous family has definitely shaped who she is today. In her memoir Becoming Free Indeed, which was released in January 2023, Ginger admitted that she was very excited when the series Hope was canceled in 2021. "Filming has been a constant part of my life since I was 10 years old. When the show went on hiatus and the crew didn't show up for several months, I missed the energy and excitement of being with all the creative people," she wrote. It is obvious that the show and its team were like a family to her. She even shared how much fun it was to brainstorm episode ideas with her family, giving viewers a glimpse into their daily lives. But as much as she enjoyed the experience, Ginger has no plans to return to reality TV. In February, she broke the news to her fans, saying that she has no plans to return to television. It's a big decision, but she believes it's the right one for her family. "I loved every aspect of doing reality TV. I loved so many aspects of the show," she continued. "The crew became like family to me, and it gave me so many opportunities to travel and meet so many lovely people. It's a bittersweet goodbye, but we're so glad Ginger is putting what's best for her and her family first. Sometimes stepping away from the spotlight is necessary for personal growth and happiness." Recalling her time on television, Ginger often talks about the close bond she developed with the crew. "They were not just colleagues, they were like a big family. The producers worked with my family to come up with ideas for the episodes. It was fun to think of creative ways to give viewers a glimpse into our daily lives," she recalls. Imagine growing up in such a supportive environment. It's no wonder she has such fond memories of those times. Ginger's journey from reality TV star to a more private life has been quite transformative. Her decision to step away from the spotlight and focus on her family shows how much she values her loved ones and their well-being. It's a bold choice and one that many of her fans respect and admire. Now, let's talk a little more about her adorable daughters. Felicity, the 5-year-old life of the party, seems to have inherited her mom's energetic spirit. Ginger mentioned that Felicity always makes them laugh, bringing joy and energy to their home. Can you imagine the fun and laughter that fills their home when Felicity is around? On the other hand, Evangeline, or Evie Jo, is described as cold. At 3 years old, she prefers the company of a few close friends and is quite content with her narrow circle. This balance between the two sisters has probably created such a unique and loving family dynamic. Ginger's knowledge of their personalities shows how deeply she understands and appreciates her children for who they are. Ginger's approach to motherhood, particularly her desire to maintain the privacy of her children's lives, is deeply rooted in her own experiences growing up on reality TV. She has often spoken about the challenges of growing up in the public eye and how this has influenced her parenting choices. "We really want to protect their privacy, especially this season," she reiterated in her answer to the question. This is a protective instinct that many parents may be familiar with. Those of you who are longtime fans may remember the early days of 17 Kids and Counting, when we got a glimpse into the Duggar family's daily life. From homeschooling to family outings, the show gave us a unique window into their world. Over the years, we watched the family expand and eventually become 19 kids and counting. It's been quite a journey, not only for the Duggars, but for all of us who have followed their story. The end of the series in 2021 marked the end of an era for many fans. In her memoir, Ginger described the moment she learned of the cancellation as a deeply emotional experience. "I cried when I heard the news. Filming has been a constant in my life since I was 10 years old," she wrote. Clearly, the show played an important role in her life, providing structure and a sense of community. Despite the challenges, Ginger looks back on her time on the reality show fondly. The opportunities it provided, from traveling to meeting new people, were invaluable. However, stepping away from the cameras has allowed her to focus on what really matters: her family. "I loved so many aspects of the show," she said, but the decision to leave was motivated by a desire to create a more private and nurturing environment for her daughters. As we wrap up, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Ginger's decision to keep her daughters away from the public eye? Do you miss seeing her on television? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell icon to never miss my updates. Thank you all for joining us. Until next time, this has been Julie. I'm wrapping up. Bye.